Okay, kindergarten. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to finish off our positive space, our negative space, heart, and our paint is finally dry from our background and from the video. Hopefully you remember the background is the negative and our heart is going to be the positive space. So you can see that we have half of a heart printed out on your background. And we also have half of a heart printed out on a white sheet of paper. So step one, very simple. We're going to cut out our heart. Now normally we would do a bubble cut and then a line cut, but for this project we need the heart and we need the background. So the background is not going to be garbage. So we're just going to go right into doing a line cut. Step number two, we're going to take our white sheet of paper and we are going to glue it down where the shape has been printed out on your piece of paper. So hopefully this helps with lining up your shape. Instead of putting glue on this, because what happens a lot of the time is kids will put glue on the wrong side and when they go to stick it down, it doesn't work. So we're going to do it smarter this time. We're actually going to go ahead and paint the glue onto our background. And for large areas, I can do a small X. And this is pretty small, so I'll put my brush back in my holder. I'm just going to take my piece of paper. I'm going to line up in the corner. And I'm going to line it up with my other corner before I start pushing and holding to the count of 5. So this will be the trickiest part, but just do the best that you can. Once you think that you have it lined up, then we can push and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now to smooth it out, I know we've been going this way, but we don't want to catch the paper and rip it. So you can actually flip it over and you can just rub your hand all over the back and we don't have to worry about catching the paper and ripping it. So after you've rubbed your hand all over the paper, we can flip it back over and we've just created negative space around half of our heart. So we just got done doing our negative space, which is what's around our shape, and we created positive space with half of our heart, but on the right hand side we just have negative space. So we're going to do the opposite. We are going to be gluing down the white piece of paper for the positive space on the right hand side, and the color will be the negative space around the shape. So this one, we don't have any cool special tricks. So make sure that you line up your heart, and when you lift it, you want to flip it over, and this is the side that we want to glue on. I'm going to lift. When I put it down, I want to line up the corner of the top of my heart and the tip of the bottom, and I'm going to push and hold right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to push the corner up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I can do the rest of the heart. My hands are a little bit bigger so I can get most of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you need to, you can go ahead and move your hand up towards the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we want to go ahead and smooth this out, so I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to rub my hand all over the back, making sure that the glue is really getting stuck to the paper. And I can flip it over. And now I have my positive, negative space, abstract heart. Where we learned color blending with watercolor paints, and we learned that our positive space is our shape and our negative space is everything around it. So even though I have white on this side and color on this side, the whole heart is considered positive space. And even though my background, half is white and half is color, the background, no matter what color it is considered your negative space. You can go ahead and pick this up, put it on the drying rack for today. Next week, on to a new project. Great job today, kindergarten.